Welcome, welcome. Melissa Zoske here, your energy alignment business mentor. Ooh, happy Wednesday, happy hump day. I cannot believe how quickly time is flying right now. It's just crazy, isn't it? Oh, so I would love to hear in the comments where you are watching from. I'll give this a minute for you guys to hop on. I love this topic today of that belief that there are too many people in my field already. And so that basically is lack mentality, which means there's not enough to go around. There's not enough of the clients. There's not enough potential. There's not as many opportunities, but it's all a lie. And I really wanted to touch base with this with you guys today because it's one of those things that when I first started in my business, I really worried about that. I was like, well, there's so many coaches that are doing this exact same thing. And one of the first things to remember is you are just like a fingerprint. There's no one like you, and nobody delivers that special secret sauce that you deliver in the way that you do. Okay. And one of the things I like to talk about too is to promote yourself, not be promoting other people's work, but really, why are you doing this work? What do you do differently? And how do you help your specific niche, your people, your ideal clients to get to where they want to be? And that can create a massive shift for them and your business, okay? So please post in the comments where you're watching from. And if you've had this belief that there's too many people doing what I do, there's not enough business to go around, blah, blah, blah. I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Just say me in the comments, because that is one of the most common ones. So I wanted to make sure we went over that today. The lie that there are too many people doing this work, too many people doing the same type of work that I do. And it really doesn't matter. It can be in any profession. It can be a coach. It could be just finding a job. I mean, sometimes you feel like, oh, there are not enough jobs, but that's also those limiting beliefs, upper limit beliefs. And those things, that lack mentality, when you are feeling that way, that lack mentality, that feeling is an emotion, right? That's a vibration. All emotions are vibrations. And when you're sending that out to the universe is going to send you more lack. So we want to make sure we go over this today. Got my handy dandy notes here. I love this. So this lack feeling that there isn't enough to go around, how does that make you feel? Does it make you feel fearful, like scared? What that does is it stops your business before you even get started, because you're like, why bother? And oftentimes that is a sabotage, because a part of you actually has some kind of deeper rooted fear that maybe you'll fail, or maybe you aren't good enough, or maybe you'll get unwanted attention. Whatever that is for you, I want you to think about that, because oftentimes we have these beliefs, not because we really believe them. There's lies and beliefs all the time. All a belief is something you tell yourself over and over again until you believe it, right? It doesn't make it true. It just makes it a belief, makes it something you've said over and over again. What this belief of there's not enough is, it really keeps you playing small. And I want to help you really step up and really find that genius in yourself, that zone of genius where you can step up, play big, and stop dragging these months or years out where your business is not making very much money. I help my clients step into that next level of their business and hit that 6+ figures or more. I always say 6+. I always ask for this or better in whatever I'm doing. And it just creates that container of expansion. And that's what I want for you. So one of the things that I love is I have my Breaking Biz Blocks 5-day challenge starting on Monday to help you clear out some of the top business blocks, those success blocks that are keeping you from moving forward. And so we're going to go over these topics and so much more. And we're going to actually ID and clear them for the group. So there's going to be a lot of great energy healing, as well as we're going to be able to give, there's so many free prizes, guys, like $1,800 worth of free prizes. We're going to be giving out daily awards so that for the people that are active, they're going to have a higher chance of winning. And it's just so much fun because you feel like this huge weight. And then we're going to take strategic action steps to move forward in your business, okay? Because you need to be aligned. Your energy needs to be aligned with your business, but you also have to take the aligned guided action steps that you're being given all the time, but you might not be listening to. So that's what this is all about on Monday. So I'm going to post the link. I don't think I can post it in the group, but if you're in the Shining Mentors group, Shining Mentor Successful Entrepreneurs group, go ahead and look for the link in there. I don't think this will post there, but I'll post it here in this because I'm in StreamYard, going to multiple platforms. And there we go, BBB challenge. So, and of course, somebody just started snow blowing outside just now. So I'm like, great, that's what I'm hearing now. All right, so you don't, the problem with playing this, keeping you locked up, it keeps you playing small. And what that does is it might prevent you from coming up with a new product, offering your services, even doing simple things like blog posts or making posts, because you have this part of you of why bother? There's not enough to go around anyway. There's too many people doing what I do. And what that does is it keeps you paralyzed so that you don't move forward. You know, and part of that is the fear mode where we go into fight, flight, or fear, or frozen, right? So we freeze and we do nothing. And what that does, people think, well, that's not, it's like you're just not making a choice. No, not making a decision and not making a choice is actually making a decision. It's making a choice. It's choosing to do nothing. It's choosing to fail. So I want you to keep that in mind. Always move forward. Imperfect action is so important. You don't have to be perfect. Just get out there and start moving. So what you need to understand that there is no niche that is too saturated. Okay, there is always expansion in every niche, especially in this online world. We have billions of people online right now. There are more clients out there than there are practitioners or coaches that are able to help them. So keep that in mind. That is huge right there when I learned that. So some niches are a little harder to break into, but it's not impossible. And that doesn't mean that it's impossible to build a brand and earn some nice profits from any kind of niche, wherever your passion is. I want you to follow your passion. I don't want you to move forward. And there's ways to do that that can help, that you can do it in a way that feels easy, feels aligned. It feels like I'm doing something. And when you start really getting that momentum going, you feel amazing. You feel like you're getting fed that energy back. Whatever you're putting out, that energy is coming back to you. So I want to keep that in mind, okay? So let's dig into one of the fears that is keeping you from having your success, all right? So one of those is people buy similar products and services from several different people, all right? So one of the things I talk about often is just because you buy a book, like say Law of Attraction, all right? You buy a book on the Law of Attraction. Does that mean you never buy another book on the Law of Attraction ever again? No, I have so many books on the Law of Attraction. I love it. It's a passion of mine. I believe in the universal unlimited supplies. And this is something that I love reading new books on it. I am constantly buying new books, new planners, new everything. Just because I bought one doesn't mean that I'm never going to buy any more again. And so when you think about that, it's kind of easy to think about if you hire a coach, it doesn't mean that person's not going to hire another coach. Or if that person buys a program, it doesn't mean they're never going to buy another program on the same topic, right? I have bought so many business programs and so many business courses that is absolutely crazy. And I probably will continue on because there's always new things to learn. There's always new platforms. There's always new ways to reach your ideal client. There's so much out there that I need to learn, but it's all around business. Same with energy. I'm always learning new modalities. So I'm certified in many modalities. And those of you that know me know that I'm called myself a serial certifier forever. One of the blocks I had was always being in learn mode, right? And so I love energy. I love all things energy. Energy is just so magical to me. So I am always looking for new ways to tap into energy in unique ways that I might align with even more. So one of the reasons why I do this work is I love to connect energy to people so that they can expand and see the potential and clear out more blocks, those success things that are getting in the way of them in their business. And once you do that, you see huge transformations, all right? So just because I've learned one modality, I'll always be looking for new ones that'll keep me, just feeling like I'm alive, I'm moving forward. And not everything that I learn, I always use, right, for my clients. But I'm always interested. And so I'm always purchasing. So there's proof right there that it could be a ton of different energy methods out there. Just because somebody else is an energy practitioner doing similar work, it doesn't mean that there's not enough room for you. So that's one of the reasons why I'm hosting my Breaking Biz Blocks 5-Day Challenge on Monday. So again, the link is in the comments. If you're in the Shining Mentor Successful Entrepreneurs group, there's links in there too. I know I can't post it in there right now with StreamYard, but the beautiful thing about that is every day we're going through these limiting beliefs, these blocks that are keeping you stuck, these things that are keeping you from making 6+ figures or more. And, we get rid of fear, doubt, overwhelm. We get rid of those unworthiness issues, those things that right now are keeping you from being successful. And so once we clear them out, you're going to feel such a huge impact. So make sure that you sign up for the program, okay? Or sign up for the challenge. You will love it. It's free and it's just a lot of fun. The more people in there, the more power. There is power in numbers, guys. So the other thing about there's always more, people are always buying more. They're buying similar products from different people depending on their energy and how they click and how they feel. Just because they purchased from somebody else does not mean they won't purchase from you. So get that lie out of your head right there. The next thing is them feeling threatened by those competitors. Feeling like there's too many people out there, there's too many competitors out there. Do not feel threatened by your competitors, okay? This is another lack feeling. It's a lack emotion that there isn't enough to go around. And that energy right there will create you 0 clients. It'll create you 0 sales. You need to step into that abundant feeling, that feeling of expansion, that there's tons to go around. And once you do that, you really start feeling that vibe, that energy of, yeah, I can do this. And I know there's people out there. You guys, I promise you, there are people out there ready to work with you. No doubts, okay? So if you listen to what I just talked about, then you know that different people purchase similar things from several different people, right? Whether it's books, whether it's programs, whether it's courses, it's all out there. Just because there are other people doing what you do, they are not you. Remember that you are unique. Just like I said, you are like a fingerprint. There's nobody out there that does this work like you do. No one. You are the only you. You are the one that can share your work, your energy, and do it in a way that's unique to you. All right? So just remember that. There's only one you, and your ideal clients are here to work with you. Now, you probably heard me talk about this, but I believe that when we're born, we are born already with all these clients that are supposed to work with you in the future, especially if you're doing this type of work. They are out there. They basically signed a contract. They're going to be working with you. But here's the kicker. You have to stand out and be seen in order for them to actually find you to work with you. And I teach that in the Breaking Biz Blocks 5-Day Challenge, how to cast out an energetic net to pull your ideal clients in. We talk about that. And it's like so important that your energy is magnetized and that you're actually able to call them in with that charisma of yours. It's there. You just have to be out there and be seen and connect. Being consistent with this is very important. If you're not consistent, you can plan to fail too. You have to be out there and being seen. Stand up and shine so that those ideal clients can see you. It's just like you're a beacon. They're going to see you and they're going to be like walking toward you and finally find you. And if you don't stand up, they're going to be stuck out there, never finding the help that they need because you are the one that was meant to work with them. Does that mean that they're not supposed to work with anybody else too? No. But for sure, they're meant to work with you as one of their mentors, one of their coaches. So don't hide, okay? So one of the things I talk about is to cultivate, to make sure that you are really stepping into your zone of genius and your unique abilities is to, cultivate your own unique style. So that's true to yourself. A lot of times we look at other people for inspiration, right? We look at them and we get ideas, but change it. Use it for inspiration. Don't make it just their whole thing, your whole thing. Be able to basically transform that into who you are in a unique way that's just for you, okay? So God gave you these gifts, and these gifts were given to you so that you could better serve people. And that's all you need to really focus on is, I know I have these gifts. I'm here to help people. And you've probably been helping people for years in different ways, right? You are a mentor. You are somebody that coaches people. You listen. You're helpful. You want to serve. That is you. So you just need to stand up and be seen and share that gift. That's all there is to it, okay? So here are some positives about competition. So, and it makes you up your game. All right. So when you have competition out there, you up your game. You are like, oh, there's people out there that are doing stuff. So I need to really become pro at this. So you might end up learning more. You might find some new techniques or some new tools to help your ideal people that makes you even better, because that competition's kind of out there. And I don't even like thinking about it as being competition, but it's just like, it's just something that it inspires you to grow, right? So look at that as like something that's inspiring you, right? You might even hear maybe you every now and then you'll hear some negative things about competitors. Again, I don't like that word, but what other word can I use, right? Maybe you hear negative things. And so you use that negatives to make sure that you don't do that in your program. Maybe you've heard about people signing up for programs or courses and they just don't get the help they need. They're promised all these things that they don't get. So you're like, I'm not going to let that happen. I'm going to make sure that my program or service is something that really doesn't do this, that people love me, that I get rave reviews, that I'm always there to help others. So that is a way, some way that makes you different. Your offerings are better. They're more nurturing. There's more connection. Whatever that is for you, make sure that you have it there. And maybe it's just better customer service. I mean, it could be any of those things, right? So maybe you come up with different packages that nobody else offers out there. Make it different. Make it so unique that people are like, wow, I get all this? This person over here is like double the cost and they're not even offering a quarter of what I offer. Make it different. Make it unique. Make it wonderful. Make your content rich. Make it something that nobody else out there has anything even can touch it. So that's what competition can do. It can make you really dive deep and look for ways that you can really make your program or offer unique and really succeed. Okay. So you coming up with different packages that you don't see elsewhere. That's one of the things. So your creativity is activated to come up with more unique ways to deliver your stuff. You get more downloads. Plus, you're using what others are doing. Just use what others are doing to be inspired. All right? Not to copy, but to be inspired. And that's what, stop playing small is the biggest thing here. Stop playing small. Play big. Go for bigger numbers. Stretch yourself. You know, if you have a goal, go for bigger. Stretch it. Stretch into it where it feels just a little uncomfortable. And that's where you're going to find your zone of genius and your ideal clients, okay? So the next thing I wanted to go over is collaboration with your competitors. So again, a competitor word. I know I just said that, but competitors, collaboration, they're really the same. If you have, instead of always worrying about how many others are doing the same work as you, start a joint venture. You can start a summit. You can do a podcast. You can have lives with somebody else that does similar work where maybe you complement each other. You know, I believe so one of the things about me is I believe that not everybody on my list is meant to work with me, but they're on my list for a reason. And part of that could be because they're supposed to connect with somebody else that I'm connected with. Maybe it's one of my peers. And so not everybody on my list is going to buy from me, but that person might buy from someone else. All right. So if that person buys from somebody else that I am actually collaborating with, I feel like I've done my job. I did the beautiful thing of really connecting to this person and helping guide them to the help they need. And I refer people out all the time. And it's a good thing because then those people remember that. They remember that you are trying to help them. I've had people come into my program or try to come into my program. We've had clarity calls and it just wasn't a fit. It wasn't a fit. And it wasn't a fit because I didn't feel like I was the fit for them. I couldn't help them in the ways they needed. So I would try to refer them out to somebody else that I highly respected, that I knew could probably help them. And I do that all the time. And that's the beauty of this work, is collaboration. So I know that people won't share others' work out of fear of losing. I know that sometimes people don't share other people's work out of fear of losing. And that's why I want you to really pay attention to, you're not going to lose. You're only going to gain. You're only going to win. So my biggest wish is to hope that people actually get the help they need. And that's the truth. So make sure that you look at that way. Find people that you look at, kind of competitors, collaborate, joint venture, podcast with each other. It's fun. And then it gives content to your stuff too, especially if you're doing lives or podcasts. So one way I keep in my help in this process and practice is I practice a lot of trust. All right. This is about when you have this feeling of trust, knowing that the right people are going to come into your field. They're going to come into your energy zone that you can then cast out your energetic net and call them in, is by trusting the process. All right. Having faith that it all will work out. So make sure that you step into that faith and trust. Okay. One example is this of this is that I asked my friends, many of whom are energy workers or they do business work like I do, and I helped them to. I asked them to help spread my free challenge, which is coming up on Monday, by the way, on the 8th, and it's the Breaking Biz Block 5-day challenge. If you're in the Shining Mentor Successful Entrepreneurs group, the link is in there. You can sign up for it in this thread here. I posted it, but not all of you will see it unless you're not. I don't know why it's not posting in the group. It's really weird, but it's melissazoske.com/BBB challenge. Sign up. We're going to be going through the success blocks and those key things keeping you from your success in your business. We're going to be clearing out those negative beliefs, those things from your lifetime, and also things that you've inherited from your ancestors. So this is a beautiful work. We go back generations and find the root cause for your failures. And there's so many things that we go over in just that week, and we clear them all using a unique energy tool that you probably have never tried before. You're going to love it. It's awesome. So I want you to make sure that you, if you're already signed up, post in the comments below, I'm in. And if you want the link, just post in I'm in right now, and I'll come back and I'll give you the link if you can't find it in the group. Okay. So, so with collaboration, or I like to do joint ventures. So that's with like helping others and asking them to share my work, or maybe doing an email swap. I actually look at them as JV partners. That's joint venture partners. And first thing to do is to let go of that lack mentality, because you're feeling like if you share their stuff, then people aren't going to buy from you because you're offering something similar, right? And let go of that fear that it creates, so that you can allow the universe to really take in that trust and send you more things to be grateful for and more things to have trust over. Okay. So that is what we want. We want that trust and faith. So letting go of that lack mentality and fear just opens you up to more abundance of clients, ideas, more opportunities, more possibilities, more potential, a limitless possibilities. Okay. Limitless. So once you share for them or they share for you, the other does the opposite. Like I had somebody just share a newsletter for me, and I'm sharing a newsletter for her as well, because we're helping each other grow our lists. And that's a beautiful way that you can help each other really expand. So invite people into a similar field to exchange like that. Like I said, an email offer or a freebie to their list, or maybe that you just want to share their YouTube. I always like a call to action. So an opt-in of some kind. Maybe it's a free checklist. It could be a free video series, a free training, whatever that is. Like for me, it's the Breaking Biz Blocks 5-day challenge that starts on Monday. So they're sharing that, and I'll share the same thing for them. So it could be, like I said, a podcast talk, release. Other things you can do is just release it into your tribe. You could just have somebody be a guest expert in your Facebook group, all right? So offer to do a bonus for their program. And think about it this way, all right? Being a bonus helps you get more like in front of their audience. It helps you get practice. It helps you step into that field of in my zone of genius. I'm the expert in my field, and you expand your tribe that way. People get to know you in their group, and you invite them into yours. They get to know them in your group, okay? So I'm trained in Reiki, but I don't really use it as like, I'm not training other people in it. I don't use it in the typical way, right? Does that mean that I don't offer it to my clients? It's not one of the things that I advertise that I work with my clients. I love Reiki. I love all energy, but I don't use it with my clients. So just because I use that energy method does not mean I'm not going to invite a Reiki expert, a master Reiki, a person so totally certified as a master in Reiki. It doesn't mean I'm not going to ever invite somebody else in that does that energy just because I'm trained in it, right? It's because, I offer my friends Reiki services and her opt-in because I think she is amazing. So I'm always out there offering her stuff. She's out there offering mine. That just means that we are really helpful to each other, and we're helping each other expand. And what you give, you get back in one way or another. Whatever you're putting out, don't expect it to come back in exactly the same form. Remember, we're opening up to this or better. So whatever you're putting out there, just be open to receiving in whatever form the universe wants to give it back to you, okay? So the big thing is whenever we're sharing, the other people's tribe is getting to know you and your tribe is getting to know them. And that's the big deal. So it's so easy. You both grow. Doesn't that sound amazing? So that lack, that feeling of not enough, it's not true. It is a lie. So offer yourself as a free bonus in other people's group. Step up and out. Trust that you are unique, that you have everything that you need to help others to really expand and grow and transform. And know that you have everything that you need right now. Trust that you are one step ahead of everybody that you touch and that your ideal clients are out there waiting for you right now. It's time for you to step up and be seen and let go of these beliefs and lies. That's all they are. Belief, again, is just something you tell yourself over and over again until you believe it, all right? It doesn't make it true. Step up. Claim your greatness. You were meant to do this work. Your clients are out there waiting for you. And I want to make sure that they can actually see you, okay? So anyway, back to this. You can see why collaborating is so important with all this and just really stepping into that, sharing each other's work and being there for each other at all times. And don't be afraid to share your work because you don't want people to steal it or take your ideas or whatever. No, nobody can be you. You are unique. You are one of a kind. So I would love to see you guys next Monday. I keep saying Friday. Next Monday, the 8th, for the Breaking Biz Blocks 5-day challenge. I know that you will get the most out of it. The very least you'll get out of it is you will feel so much lighter and freer and optimistic, and you will feel that excitement to move forward in your business and life. And that's what I want for you. I want you to be able to just take a load off so that you can step up and out and help the people that you're meant to help, okay? And what is this all about? We want to help build you. I love seeing my clients reach that 6+ figures. It doesn't have to be hard. It can be fun. It can be easy. It's just about doing the right things, building the solid foundation, and moving on up and out. Expansion, okay? So the link is in the bio. Link is in the bio. The link is in the comments here. It's also in the Facebook group. And if you go to my personal profile, it's there as well. If you just go to Melissa Zoske, it's there. It's all over the place. Melissa Zoske BBB challenge. It's the Breaking Biz Blocks 5-day challenge. And I can't wait to see you guys there. All right. Thanks so much for being on here, guys. If you have any questions about it, post them in the comments, or you can DM me at any time. I would love to hear from you. You guys are near and dear to my heart. All right, guys, have a great rest of the day. Take care. Bye.